Howdy y'all, it's Michaela here with another video. Today we are going to learn how to grill a steak. As a Texan, it is my duty to teach you how to grill a steak properly. Now, there are 5 different levels to cooking a steak. It is rare, medium rare, and wrong. Also known as medium, medium well, and well done. Rare is like you're taking a bite out of the cow directly in the field. Medium rare is the juiciest, most delicious, and the most correct way to like your steak. Medium, I mean, you just have gone a little bit too far. Sometimes we get there and that's okay. Medium well, it starts getting sketchy, chewy. Well done. Why? When you have decided that you want to eat a steak for dinner, you have already signed up for eating a steak medium rare. Really, when people ask you if you want it cooked in a certain way, they're just being polite. So just be cool, say medium rare, accept the delicious, and just eat the steak. There are several different ways to cook a steak. How you cook it as far as the grill, the oven, charcoal grill, propane grill, on your car, all these different methods. Today we're gonna cook it on the charcoal grill, but I will also show you how to cook it in the oven. All right, so now it's time to go and get our steak and get going. Let's go! We have our steak here. We're gonna rub some olive oil onto it just to welcome it to this journey that we're about to go through. Then we're gonna pop on some salt the way we know how. Just a little bit of pizzazz there, and then we're gonna add some pepper. Salt and pepper is really the only seasoning that you need to make a steak taste good. There is no reason to add anything else, anything fancy. Just some olive oil, salt, and pepper. You're gonna crack that pepper till your hands get tired. That's when you know you've had enough pepper on there. And then just a little bit more and you're good to go. Just salt and pepper, nothing else. I'm gonna use a little bit of steak seasoning to just give it that extra flavor that salt and pepper alone just can't do. You're gonna need an oven-safe pot, some tongs, some olive oil, and Paula Deen's Life Source, some butter. I have this nifty little drum-looking thing that is for making coals, not making music. Ooh! Sorry, I just remembered how heavy that was. Anyway, the chimney charcoal drummy thingy makes the charcoals heat a little bit faster, but if you don't have it, then you can just put the charcoal straight into the grill into a pile and light them from there. Since I am using the charcoal spaceship, I'm going to light a little pile of charcoal with some lighter gel. If you had to pick a relationship between lighter fluid and lighter fluid, it's flashy. He buys you drinks, takes you out, treats you nice, but the fire doesn't last. Lighter gel pays his taxes. Your family loves him, and ultimately, so do you. So I pick lighter gel. After you try to coolly play off how difficult it is to light a lighter, you're gonna light the charcoal pile and then place the metal charcoal chef hat back on top of the pile so that it can start to get hot. To seem like you're an expert, just start blowing at the fire randomly. I think it does something. I've seen some dads do this, so maybe it works. Charcoal can take a while to char, so you'll know that it's ready when it's about as gray as the hair on your head from waiting for it to finish. And then you'll pour it out. Hopefully you know your moon phases because you're going to want to put it in a half moon shape so that you can have a space for indirect and direct heat. You're going to cage in that moon rock with the top part of the grill rack, and then you just want to make sure that that cage is clean. We're going to put our oven safe pan right on the hot spot, get it heated up, welcome it to our journey with some olive oil like we did with the steak earlier, and then just put it on some direct heat. And then it is showtime. You're gonna grab that steak, pop that bad boy on there for 60 to 90 seconds until it's nicely browned, until your instinct says, yeah, it's nicely browned. I trust my gut because this is my first time grilling a steak. Once you got both sides gut proved nicely browned, you're gonna put that bad boy into your heating pot with the olive oil. You're gonna move it over to the indirect heat and you're gonna pop on some Paula Deen Life Source on there and cover it up with a lid until you have an internal temperature of 130. So you're gonna check it right in the middle and wait for that temperature to hit that ripe level of 130. The official time for the steak to be in indirect heat is 5 leisurely beer sips. When that time has passed, you're going to check the temperature again, right in the middle of the steak like we did earlier. Make sure that it's 130. Oh man, it's over 135. I might have to talk with the steak officials about maybe it being 4 leisurely beer sips. You're gonna let all the yumminess run over the steak, and after that's all done, the most important part of steak making, it's time to rest. Another important step, you gotta take a sip of beer, and then I'm using the smallest utensils I have found in my kitchen to cut open this delicious looking steak. Just take your time and feel how easy it is to cut through it. Open that bad boy up and make sure that it's medium rare, baby. You pick that steak up, you take a real bite out of it, you look off into the horizon and think, I've tasted heaven today. And now to do it inside, you're gonna turn the stove to 7, turn the oven to 300, put on some olive oil, put on that steak, let it sear for 60 to 90 seconds, turn it over, same thing, sear the sides if it's a little thicker, put on that butter and pop it in the oven there. You're gonna pull it out, check it, see if it's 130, can I get a 130? Are we at 130? We're at 130, pull it out. You're gonna transfer it to the cutting board, put all those yummy, yummy flavors back on the steak, check it out, looks beautiful. Always gotta allow time for rest, never forget. Then again, using the smallest utensils in my kitchen, open that up, check it out, see how we did. Look at that nice pink in there. And then since we're inside, we're gonna take a more civilized bite, see how it tastes. Once you take that bite, you look into the horizon, think to yourself, I've tasted heaven today. By golly, I have. So that is how you cook a steak. Now, this is how you don't cook a steak. I think I'll cook chicken. Oh, what am I doing? I'm making a steak. Thug life. I like to cook my steak well done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about how to make a proper steak, both on the charcoal and the stove. Make sure to let me know how it goes, see how good you did, and like, subscribe, comment, share, show all your friends, and check back for a new video. Thank you guys, bye! What not to do.